Plant-based milk. There is a ton of different options out there. When you go to the grocery store, you're gonna see soy milk, almond milk, there's a bunch of different nut milks out there, and now there's even like oat milks. Oat milk's becoming one of the most popular ones, and actually one of my favorites. So today I wanna run through a bunch of different plants that you can milk, from the very common to some of the incredibly unique that you might not have ever even heard of. Let's get started. Let's do part one of this possible series of how to milk everything plant-based. So there's a lot of different ways to make like a plant milk or a nut milk, and one of the most common ways is to take your nut and soak it for a few hours to overnight. Now I have 3 different nuts here that I classified as my soaker ones, the ones that I'm gonna soak. And the first ones that we're gonna milk is some cashews, walnuts, and pistachios. Now the cashews and the walnuts are kind of like a softer nut, and they don't necessarily need to be soaked overnight, but when you do soak them overnight, you're gonna end up with a creamier, richer milk, which is what we're trying to accomplish. I kind of want to accomplish something that has the mouthfeel of like a whole milk or a 2% milk. So I'm going to drain them and wash them until the water comes clean. Now most nuts you could just pretty much just wash and just get ready to make your milk, but some of them, like the pistachio or soybean, have like a cellulose-based shell of them. You can remove that skin. Now it just depends on the type of blender and the process that you're gonna do. If you have a really high-powered blender like a Blendtec or a Vitamix, you're probably gonna not really notice the skin on the outside. But if you have a regular, just a standard home blender, you might wanna take the time to remove most of the skin. So I'm gonna start with my cashew. 1 cup of nut with 4 cups of water should bring us to about 5 cups total of product here. And then in a high power blender, we're gonna blend these for about 2 minutes straight. On a regular home blender, you're gonna probably wanna blend it in batches for about 2 minutes at a time for about 10 minutes. That looks like milk. We just milked our first thing. Now, from this point, what we're gonna be doing is filtering this and straining this out. You can use any different type of filters that you have. I have here, this is like a Vietnamese coffee filter. You can use anything from cheesecloth. There's very specific nut milk bags, or you can even use a clean t-shirt, clean cotton t-shirt. Now you should end up with just over 4 cups, but I ended up spraying milk everywhere, so we have cashew milk all over my counter and just about everywhere. We're gonna throw it in a jar and cool it down, and we're gonna have a really nice cashew milk. You can sweeten this, you can leave it unsweetened, you could salt it, you could do whatever you want as far as flavoring is concerned. I like to leave mine plain because then I could use it for a lot of different things. And then same process with the walnut milk. And again, boom, just as easy, walnut milk. Now this is gonna taste really good. I actually really love walnut milk. Now with pistachios, it is gonna be the same process. 1 cup of pistachios to 4 cups of very cold water. But with the other 2 milks, I didn't sweeten them because I like to leave them plain. But for the pistachio one, I am gonna make this more of like a sweet drink. So I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of agave. It's gonna give it just enough sweetness to not be too over sweet, but sweet enough to make a really nice, good green drink. Same thing, high-powered blender, 2 minutes. Pistachio milk is gonna give us a really nice pistachio flavor. It's gonna be a nice, refreshing drink. Now you could use this how you would use any normal milk, just as well, but this is gonna be probably a little bit more sweetened, something that's gonna be really nice enjoyed cold just on its own. There's so much you could do with pistachio milk. It's awesome. So before we move on to some more of our more unique milks, there's 2 milks that can be made with things right out of your pantry that you probably have no soaking needed, just pour ready to go. That is coconut milk and oat milk. And to make coconut milk, it's gonna be about the same ratio as the nut milks. It's gonna be 1 to 4. Now with the coconut milk, we're gonna do the exact same thing, put it on a high-speed blend for 2 minutes. And there's coconut milk. That is super, super easy. I love coconut milk, it's super refreshing. Now coconut milk is gonna be very coconutty. The rest of them are gonna have like a really nice cream and rich taste, where coconut milk very specifically has a coconut taste. Works great in drinks, mixed drinks, whatever type of drinks you want to make, but it also works really well to make like some curries and things like that. This is going to be a really good milk to have in your refrigerator. Super easy to make. Now the most popular in this whole series today is going to be this next guy here. That is oat milk. Now oat milk is really easy. You just need some rolled oats, and it's going to be the exact same ratio that we've been doing here for all of the other ones. Now the process with oat milk is going to be a little bit different, because with oat milk, if you over process it, over blend it, it's gonna get a little slimy and it's gonna have a very weird consistency. So with oat milk, we wanna do in small steps. We're just gonna blend this for about 30 seconds at a time on a high speed. And again, using very cold water, that's gonna help its consistency. But we're not gonna do the 2 minutes, we're only gonna do it for 1 minute. So high speed for 30 seconds. We're gonna blend it again on a high speed for another 30 seconds. Now, because of the nature of oat milk, that 4 cups of water that we did is gonna end up turning into about 2 cups of liquid, of strained liquid. Now, this is a really thick milk, and unlike the rest of the milks, we're not gonna drink this exactly how it is. We're gonna add about 2 cups of additional clean water. And that will bring us back to our 4 cups of really good milk. I love this stuff. It tastes like cereal. You sweeten it up. It's definitely cereal milk. Now, just how you made the oat milk, you can make a bunch of different seed milk. You can make a pumpkin seed milk. You can make a sunflower seed milk. The next one that we're gonna be trying here is a black sesame seed milk. Now, black sesame seed milk, this is gonna be just a really refreshing milk. It's gonna be very tasty. Now, this one's just gonna be a little bit different. With our black sesame seeds, we're gonna do 2 cups of black sesame seeds with 4 cups of water. I know I've just been using 4 cups of water because that's what most of my liter containers can do, so that makes it a heck of a lot easier. We're just gonna blend this on batches in 30-second increments for a total of 4 minutes. So I am gonna sweeten this up. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of agave to this, and you end up with this really cool gray milk. And there is our black sesame milk. So we've already talked about the milks that you would soak overnight, like the nut milks, things like that. Some milks are better just immediately blended, like the oat milk, coconut milk. Those work. Just take a coconut out of your pantry, blend it with some water, you got coconut milk. Now, there's cooked milks as well. Cooking rice and blending that to make like a rice milk. Now, you can make a rice milk really easy just by following your directions on your rice package, just making a cup of rice, 4 cups of water, blending it up, add a little bit of sweetener with some cinnamon, and you got like a really simple homemade horchata, which is delicious. But another one that's really good is corn milk. I know that's gonna be odd. So we're gonna boil 2 ears of corn, and we're gonna boil these for about 5 to 10 minutes. I mean, I know that's a big variation, but 5 to 10 minutes, you're safe anywhere in between there. Okay, the corn is done boiling. Really all we're gonna do now at this point, cut off our corn right off the cob. So at this point, we're bringing back our blender. I'm just gonna add the corn that we just cut off the cob right into the blender. Now, we've been doing about 1 cup to 4 cups for most things. I think this corn here is probably about 1.5 cups, but we're gonna do 4 cups of water. Now with the corn, there's a lot of cellulose, there's a lot of outside fibers that's on the corn body. So we're gonna need to blend this as much as we possibly can. I'm gonna blend it for 2 minutes, pause for about 30 seconds, and then 2 minutes again on a very high speed. Smells like sweet corn. I mean, look at that. Look at it. Oh, I mean, that is amazing. Corn milk. That's the one that I really wanted to show you today, was the corn milk. The pistachio milk, I mean, it's just like, it's green-ish. Look at that. But, oh, it's so good. I mean, it has like this nice, really light pistachio flavor. You wanna throw that on some cereal or something? That is a really good milk. Baby, are you sure you don't wanna try this one? So Monica doesn't like milks. She doesn't like almond milks, cashew milks, soy milks. So, I don't know, just be honest, pistachio milk.
It's good. I won't drink it regularly, like just out of a cup, but I'll put it in my cereal for sure.
But it's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, I think it's really good. And then we have all of our simple ones like our cashew milk. Oh, wait a minute, that was the walnut milk. That was really good. The walnut milk was really, really good. Our black sesame milk. Wow. The black sesame milk has a really strong flavor. It is nutty. I haven't had a chance to let this cool down yet because you do want this one to be very, very cool when you drink it. Because if it's really cool, it's gonna be really crisp. But it is good. It is good. It is good. And then our corn milk. Now, I put the corn milk on a little bit of ice because, again, the corn milk's something that you want to drink when it's very ice cold. It's like the best part of sweet corn in a drink. Now, the cool thing about corn milk is you might have some corn in your refrigerator. It's something that you could really easily do. And then you put this on top of corn flakes to make the ultimate corn breakfast cereal. That's awesome. So I hope you liked the first, maybe the last, I don't know, let me know in the comments below if you wanna see more of these. How to milk everything plant additions. Let me know if there's any other milks that you would want me to try, that you wanna see if I can milk. I mean, we could probably milk a bunch of other things, or if there's some milks that you use that I didn't talk about on today's show. Make sure you click the subscribe button and click this video right here. It's just gonna be another one of my videos.